Eine wertvolle Information für wahr. Und ich würde sagen, es ist Zeit, dass wir mit Margaret sprechen. Jetzt bin ich mir aber unsicher, ob ich erst noch mit den anderen beiden Leuten reden soll, um wirklich alle Info mitzukriegen, die noch haben. Ich gehe mir erst zu Olena wegen dem ganzen Gossip. Das wird alles nur Quatsch sein. Aber wer weiß. Olena, bist du es? Nein. Hier ganz am Ende wird es sein.
Hey,
Hallo?
someone there?
Bist du blind oder? Also ernst gefragt? Offensichtlich nicht.
I heard there are poachers in the woods round here.
If only if it was just poachers. It's that sorcerer Hare. He's the one who's been running amok. I said he'd be back, and I said he'd be vengeful, and I was right both times.
Oh Gott. That's all I need to know. Auf Wiedersehen.
Thanks. I think I know all I need.
Goodbye.
Mit der rede ich nicht. Gute Nacht. Da bin ich zu stolz für. I was right both times. Die Stimme ist da von Oma. Oh je. Badezimmer Thomas. Auf geht's. Oh, weia. Bist du Badezimmer Thomas? Badezimmer Thomas.
Good health to you.
Lass knacken, Badezimmer Thomas.
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang, and I need to ask a few questions.
Well, ask away. I don't have all day.
Blacksmith Betty saw people feasting in the woods, and she says there was a nice smell of venison. What do you know about it?
Nothing. I wasn't there.
I don't suppose you'll tell me who was.
No, because I wasn't there.
Big
I
Hauptfragezeichen.
heard you were yelling in the tavern that you were off to hunt some venison.
Look here. I don't know who you are, but you should watch your mouth.
I will, don't you worry. So what happened then?
What? Nothing. It was just the beer talking. I got pissed and started spouting shit. Didn't mean a word of it.
Maybe not. That remains to be seen. That'll do me. I hear there's been trouble with poachers recently.
I don't have time to talk to strangers. Good day to you. God be with you.
Oh, der ist fishy. Du bist massively fishy. Kann ich dich weiter nerven? Nein.
Good luck to you.
Okay, ich möchte einfach mal annehmen, dass der mit seinem Kumpel Piper definitiv unterwegs war im Wald. Da unten ist die, ist The Inn. Und da oben ist Jake. Beim E. Pebbles. Wir besuchen Jake. Komm.
Ja.
Let's go! Ah! Savage! Ah, ich bin außerhalb einer Ortschaft, deswegen kriege ich Buff, richtig? Buff. Ich bin noch nie diesen Hügel von Tarnberg hochgeritten. Ich fühle mich so neu, ja? Sehr gut, hier ist der Weg. Jetzt aber nicht zu weit reiten, komm, Griffel ein. Gott sei Dank knallen dich keine Äste weg. Na komm, ich bin schon dann vorbei. Oh Gott. Oh Gott, nein, oh je. Ich erinnere mich an, Moment, ich glaube, wenn ich das sage, Assassin's Creed Origins, wenn ich das jetzt sage, dann ist es ein Spoiler. Aber ich hatte da eine ähnliche Situation, die ist nicht gut ausgegangen. Oh, Drama. Damit habe ich jetzt gerade Werbung gemacht für mein anderes LP. Sehr gut. Also es gibt Spiele, da würde ich jetzt einfach wie ein Blöder runterspringen, aber das hier ist keins davon. Ich glaube, hier kann ich runter. Na, vergessen wir das. Ja, ich kann hier runter. Woo! Well done, Pebbles.
Ja.
Ah, das ist der Steinbruch, an dem ich damals entlang geflohen bin von Skeld. Kann das sein? Ich habe keine Ahnung, was Rovna ist gerade, aber ich glaube, das war das. Ja. Es kommt mir gerade so lang vor. Ich weiß nicht, aber müsste eigentlich die Straße gewesen sein damals. Hallo! Wo ist euer Rohrbläser? Ich möchte gerne zu Senor Piper. Who are you? Quarryman. Who are you? Rupert! Ich kann mit Rupert reden. Jack Piper. Okay, warte, ich gehe mal ganz kurz zu Rupert, weil ich mit dem reden kann. Rupert.
I must reward you for saving my livelihood.
Oh.
If folk believed the stories, well, I dread to think how it could have ended up.
But the bad stone wasn't even from your quarry.
Still, sometimes words can hurt a man more than a blow from a mace. Here's your reward. You've earned it, lad.
Gern geschehen, danke. Ja, 2,1. Okay, nevermind. So viel kann es nicht gewesen sein. Aber hey, Dash.
What do you need?
Jack Piper?
I need to ask you something about the poachers.
What? Me? Why me, for Christ's sake?
They say you were mouthing off in the tavern.
We'd all had a few ales. You know what it's like. The tales get taller.
So you didn't go poaching with Thomas?
My God, no. That would never even cross our minds. Thomas is a bit wild, but I have some sense at least.
Wirkt im ersten Moment so, aber ich habe dich piepen hören.
Some folk had themselves a feast in
gehört.
the woods recently, and the people who passed by told me they heard a piper playing. You weren't by any chance there, were you?
I was. I don't deny it. But nothing disreputable went on there.
So who was at the feast?
Just the village girls and us.
Who's us?
Us lads.
Was Tom from the baths there too?
Yes.
Aha.
Yes, he was there.
If you're innocent, lying won't help you.
I don't know what you want from me. Nothing wrong went on in that clearing, and I certainly don't go poaching in the woods.
But you do know something about it, and you're keeping it from me. Covering up for a friend, is that it? Very well. Loyalty is a fine thing, but once they discover who did it, then it'll be too late. You'll be in right in over your head, with him.
But I haven't done anything.
Then you have nothing to fear if you tell me what happened.
All right. Yes. There was venison being eaten, but I didn't bring it. Thomas brought that there.
So all that bragging when he was drunk was more than just hot air?
I don't know where the deer came from. After what happened in the tavern, Tom took me to the forest to this hide there. But I was too worried someone would catch us, and I took off.
You did yourself a favor. Thomas isn't going to get away with this.
Danke.
Take care.
Für dich lege ich ein gutes Wort ein. Du scheinst ein vernünftiger Typ zu sein. Anders als sein Kumpel. Ich meine, der hat bestimmt auch seine guten Seiten zu seinen Freunden. Die hat jeder, wenn ich meine, zumindest die meisten Leute. Auch wenn sie Arschlöcher sind, wenn sie wirkliche Kumpels haben, die sie lange kennen, mit denen sie klarkommen, gut, das ist Rupert, oder? Ich glaube schon. Dann können die zu denen auch gut sein und für die einstehen.
Ja.
Aber das ist nicht mein Business. Ich bin nicht sein Freund und ich kriege da kein Geld für. Also, gibt's jetzt auf den Sack. So. Das sind aber trotzdem zwei verschiedene Sachen. Nee, gar. Also höchstwahrscheinlich Also Thomas hängt auf jeden Fall mit drin in der Geschichte mit dem Poaching. Entweder hat er es selber gemacht, dann hätten wir das geklärt und wer alles sein Fest machen wollte. Oder Hanneken Hare ist wirklich am Start. C. Margaret. Ich meine, das was Betty sagte, das wirkte echt so wie die Wahrheit. Vor allem, weil ich das mit dem Skillchecker herausgefunden habe und nicht einfach so. Margaret mit den toten Augen. We need to
Good day
talk.
to you. What do you need?
Sie hat ihren Gesichtsausdruck wiedergefunden, das ist ja gut.
I'd like to find out about the poachers round here who've been stealing game recently.
If you ask me, there's some questions best left unanswered.
Okay.
But go and see Elaine.
Olena war ich schon, die hilft mir weiter, aber du hilfst mir weiter.
I'd like to ask you about Hanneken Hare.
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to talk about that.
Well, but I do. Get talking. Ja, ist...
The thing is, every time I spoke to someone about Hare, they always ended up talking about you.
But I don't.
You aren't to blame for anything, is that it? Well, I am willing to believe you, but you do know more than you're telling, and I need to hear it.
Very well. You're right. And what would you like to know about Hare?
Everything.
How were things between you and Hare back then?
There was nothing between us. Hanneken Hare impressed my father with all his talk of noble blood. But I couldn't stand him, and I didn't want to marry him. And then it made no odds after he ran away.
So you didn't want it?
Okay.
I only asked because I've heard differently.
That's village talk. Of course folk gossip. Mostly they just want to hurt Nicholas.
What did you talk about in the woods with Hanneken Hare?
I see Betty's mouth's been busy.
Don't blame her. I had to work hard to weasel it out of her. Now tell me.
Oh, all right. Well, it seems Hanneken Hare's exile has addled his brain. He told me he'd go off with me, that he still loves me and nonsense like that.
And what about you?
What do you mean? I was so shocked, I couldn't even scream.
Is that all he told you?
He said if I change my mind, I'm to hang a garland of forget-me-nots on the house and wait for him at that place of ours.
Okay.
Where was it you saw him exactly?
I wish I could tell you. The whole thing was like a fever dream. I almost got lost trying to get out of the forest. Even if I remembered, it wouldn't be any use to you. Hanneken Hare moves through the forest like a ghost. He knows every tree root off by heart.
Did Hare really commit the murder?
God in heaven, how should I know? Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
That remains to be seen.
Das ist auf jeden Fall lange her.
I want you to hang that garland on the lodge.
But I don't want to go anywhere with him.
You don't have to go anywhere. But tell me, where's that secret meeting place of yours?
On the way to Ujits. Back then, we used to meet by the great big beech tree, right next to the wayside shrine. There's a lovely view there, you see.
And what time will he be waiting there for you?
At dawn. What are you going to do to Hare?
Never you mind. The main thing is it will all get sorted out. And that's all that matters, isn't it?
I suppose so. Very well, then. I'll hang the garland for you.
Wieso ist sie auf einmal interessiert daran, was ich mit dem mache, wenn sie den nicht ausstehen kann? Beziehungsweise, was heißt nicht ausstehen? Sie sagte, sie wollte ihn nicht, not at all. Das heißt doch noch nicht, dass sie den gehasst hat, aber... Glaube ich. Ich konnte mir jetzt aber auch nicht jedes einzelne Wort merken.
That'll be everything.
Good luck, then.
Well, thank you. Jetzt bleibt nur noch zu wissen, welche Verbindung haben Hanneken Hare und Thomas. Hat Thomas das, oder arbeiten die direkt zusammen, oder hat Thomas das von Hare gekriegt, das Fleisch für sein Festchen? Über die Brücke und Hauptstraße lang, alles klar. Ups. Thomas. Du bist verlassen. Jack Piper hat gesprochen. Also, löse deine Zunge, sonst reiß ich dir einen Lappen raus, du Joghurt. Sprich.
I'm here to find out about the poachers gang, and I need to ask a few questions.
Well, ask away. I don't have all day.
Jesus!
Jake Piper reckons you were at that feast.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
So you're calling Jake a liar?
I don't give a toss about Jake or whatever's buzzing around that empty head of his. He probably got so drunk he had visions of me there.
Look, I can see you're not a poacher. You look like you couldn't hit a barn door.
That's what you think.
Are you trying to tell me you're a marksman? Are you an idiot or just too vain to think straight?
I don't see what you're getting at.
Look, I can tell you're not the poacher, but this constant lying isn't helping your case. In the end, if they don't find anyone, they'll come after you. They'll know it's not really you, but so what? There'll be no one better to blame, and someone has to swing for it.
All right. But promise me you won't drag me into anything.
Speak up and who knows? I might put in a word for you.
All right. The truth is I did drag a deer carcass there, but I didn't do the shooting. I was given it.
That's a likely story.
Honestly, not a word of a lie. I caught the poacher just as he was skinning it.
And who might that be?
Henrik and Hare.
I don't know.
If you don't tell me who it was, I've no reason to believe that story of yours.
Fine. Fine. He's one of the charcoal men. I've seen him taking the charcoal to the forge. His name is Radan.
There are plenty of charcoal burners around here.
He came from the charcoal piles south of here. If you follow the creek upstream, you can't miss them.
Well, you better pray I find him, because if you've been lying to me, I'll go straight to the castle. Understood?
I'm telling the truth, I swear. I'm sure you'll find him there.
We'll see.
Take care now.
Radan. Jetzt ist die Frage, ist das der richtige Name? Weil ich weiß immer noch nicht. Das scheint Henrik und Hare zu sein. Meet up with Henrik und Hare, jawohl. Explore the clearing where it all went on. Alles klar. Und da ist die Radan. Ah, ich muss jetzt gar nicht mehr zur Taverne. Okay. Pebbles. Reiten wir nach Radan, reiten wir zu Radan. Richtung Süden, das wird das A sein. Ich reite erstmal südlich aus dem Dorf heraus. Gut. Ah! Nichts ist gut. Pebbles, you can do it! Thank you.
Ja!
Ja, Buschwerk! So, das ist doch die richtige Richtung, oder? Ja. Oder? Ja. Oh. Wait, Straße.
Ja!
Oh. Hier unten. Ah, hello. Warte meinen Namen gesagt? Du hast meinen Namen gesagt.
My God, what happened to you?
A fellow from Talmberg claims he saw you poaching. What do you have to say about that?
Wow.
Can you hear me? Don't you have anything to say to me about that?
I'm not a poacher.
That's not what I've heard.
But I'm not a poacher, though.
Pretend to be one of them.
Did your friends tell you the penalty for poaching?
No.
No? Of course not. Because if you knew, you'd never have been foolish enough to get involved.
I'm no poacher.
No, of course not. You're the Pope in disguise.
What?
No, never mind. But just so you know, the local custom is to string poachers up.
I don't want to hang.
No? Then you better make sure they won't hang you.
How?
For a start, by telling me where I can find your merry band of poachers. Because maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but I don't think you're the leader.
No, I'm not.
So, out with it.
They only take me along from time to time.
All right. But you know where I can find them, don't you?
Aye.
Fucking
is that?
talk.
The clearing.
They meet in a clearing.
They camp there.
And where is the clearing?
A short walk from here.
Oh, Lord. A short walk where? Do you know how many clearings there are in these woods?
No, sorry, I don't know.
Oh my God. Where is the clearing they camp in? How do I get there?
Along the trail, from the huntsman's lodge. Go into the wood by the big broken tree, eastward.
Very well. I hope I can find it.
Goodbye.
Das ist ja geil, der Typ. Voll verstrahlt.